So, hello everyone, I'm Sam Si-jung, a professional curator at Atomy. Nice to meet you. Whenever I meet Atomy business partners, they ask me questions about sales, and we also have all sorts of conversations about the Atomy business. Among all those topics, the thing I hear about the most is follow-up management. People really ask a lot about follow-up management. Follow-up management is important. People even say that the Atomy business is all about follow-up management. Let me ask you a question. Could those of you who think you're good at follow-up management raise your hand? From what I can see, it looks like no one is raising their hand. Well, so today I brought a self-checklist for you. If there isn't even one item here that applies to you, then I think it would be good to listen carefully to today's lecture and take some time to review your follow-up management again. First, after delivering a product to a customer, I contact them within 24 hours to check their feedback and satisfaction. Oh, I can hear people starting to murmur. From the very first item, I can see your eyes wavering, but don't lose hope just yet. There are still a few more to go. After delivering a product to a customer, I contact them a second time within a week to check how they are using the product. I keep a record of which Atomy products my customers are using. I know roughly when my customers will run out of Atomy products. The number of Atomy products my customers use is steadily increasing. And my customers trust me. Lastly, my customers introduce new clients to me. Now, if there's even one item on this 7-point checklist that doesn't apply to you, you really need to re-examine your follow-up management. But even if you've been doing it wrong up until now, that's okay. What matters is what you do from now on. Actually, the very last item on the checklist. My customer introduces new customers to me. If you're achieving this, it means you can consider yourself as doing follow-up management well. Because it shows that your customer trusts you, trusts Atomy, and trusts the products enough to confidently introduce you to other customers. Right? First, let's talk about the importance of follow-up management. If you continue to manage your customers even after they purchase a product and encourage them to come back and buy from you again, it means you shouldn't just stop after one sale, but keep managing them continuously. You need to put your heart into it. The reason we keep emphasizing follow-up management is because it's the key to success. So, have you ever thought about what the goal of follow-up management is? The goal. You need to have a clear goal you want to achieve through follow-up management, because only then will your actions become clear and purposeful. Now, first, I'd like to talk about expanding the range of products your customers use. If your customer is clearly satisfied with Atomy products, but the number of products they regularly use isn't increasing, then are you really doing proper follow-up management? Right? You're not doing it properly, are you? So, for customers who are satisfied with Atomy products, you need to keep managing them so that they switch their regular shopping to Atomy. Now, there's also a second point. You need to get referrals for new customers. Atomy is a network marketing business. But if you already have a group of consumers, and you're not getting any new customer referrals from them, so your network isn't growing and is just stagnating, then you need to make sure you're running this network properly. Through follow-up management, check if your customers are satisfied with the products. And if they are, it would be good to ask them to introduce you to other potential customers. And what does it say for the third point? Business introduction. That's right, business introduction. Through follow-up management, you also need to introduce your business to your customers. Have you ever thought about this here? Why should customers receive follow-up management from me? Suddenly, everyone's eyes just got bigger. Why is that? It's because none of you have really thought about this part. Now, there are several reasons why customers should meet you through follow-up management. So let's take a look at them one by one. First, you help solve the problems they have. For example, let's say I have joint issues, but after taking the supplement you recommended, I feel better. Then I'd think, this person really understands my problem and recommends good products. And even after delivering the product, you keep meeting with me and genuinely care about solving my problems. When customers feel this way, the reason they met me becomes clear to them. Second, you address any questions or dissatisfaction they have about the product. When I bought from other places, it was hard to get answers to my questions about the product. But if I buy from this person, any inconvenience gets resolved right away. They don't just sell the product and disappear, they keep caring about me. So as I keep meeting with them, I can get my questions about the product answered, and if there's something I'm not satisfied with, I can ask why that is. Right? Third, people say the person is nice. Should they be a good person just to me? Or should they be a good person to the customer as well? That's what matters. You have to be a good person to your customers. Got it? Now, there are people who make you feel good when you meet them and make you want to see them again. And then there are people who don't. Right? What kind of person are you to your customers? This part is also extremely important. Now, even if you get just one of these things right, the customer will have a reason to meet you. And follow-up management can go smoothly. But up to now, in everything I've said, did I ever ask you to sell a product? Or did I ever try to get you to promote the Atomy business? I didn't, right? A lot of people keep trying to push what they want onto customers, instead of focusing on what the customer wants. When someone meets you, they want to ask about things they were curious or dissatisfied about with the product, but you keep talking only about Atomy. You keep insisting on talking about the Atomy business. So, do you think they'll want to meet you? Of course not, right? Now, about follow-up management. You might think, well, I didn't make a sale last time, so this time I have to meet that person and make a sale. But that's not the right approach. You need to make the customer feel that you're consistently looking out for their best interests, so they won't feel pressured and will be happy to meet you for follow-up. Got it? Alright, then. So, how exactly do you do follow-up management? When you're doing follow-up management, you just need to stick to these two principles. First, manage regularly and consistently. Tardy everyone, the most important rule of follow-up management is consistency. Consistency. You need to always leave the message with your customer that I'm always here by your side. Some people, you know, only message their customers on KakaoTalk when a new product comes out. Or they're like, I need to hit 300,000 PV this time, and I already have 290,000 PV, so I should contact that customer. Is that okay? No, it's not. It's not okay. You get it, right? At the very least, you shouldn't only reach out when you need something. There's a ton of information you can share within the Atomy system. You need to share that information. For example, hey Uni, how have you been? Oh my, I listened to a lecture on joint health today, and they said women in their 50s really struggle a lot because of joint issues. After hearing that, haha, I thought of you, Uni, so I reached out. The weather's getting chilly now that it's winter, so take good care of yourself, and let's see each other soon, Uni. Like this, you know. Yes? Ha 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 ha. Try sending an article about joint health along with your KakaoTalk message. Then, from the customer's perspective, they'll feel grateful, thinking, this person is thinking of me. What's important at this point is this. So, you should take Tom Hansen. Is that okay? Is it not okay? It's not okay. You end up ruining it at the very end. If you say that much, it'll just seem like you are pretending to care, but actually trying to sell Tom Hansen. So if you started out of concern, you should end with concern as well. Now, when you get a message from an acquaintance after a long time, it's usually just these two things. Either they are trying to sell you insurance, or it's multi-level marketing. Right? When I heard this, I felt like something was wrong. From now on, let's also let people know that even acquaintances who contact you every week could be doing multi-level marketing. Got it? It's not just when it's been a while. Let's plant the idea that even people who contact you often could be into multi-level marketing. Alright, now, if I give you a specific tip today, set aside 1 day a week to contact and check in on your clients, and try reaching out to them at that same time every week. I'm not telling you to deliver products or product information. I'm saying you should build trust with your clients by chatting about small things, like how they've been or whether they are using the product you gave them last time. The next principle of follow-up management is to put your heart into it. Are you putting your heart into it? Are you just copying and pasting and sending messages all haphazardly? Are you just firing off KakaoTalk messages like that? Are there people who just change the customer's name and send the same message? Or maybe not. Or is it me? Or maybe not. Now, let's try thinking about it from the other side. That person thinks, oh, they just copied and pasted this. Right? You can tell when someone just sent something carelessly, can't you? Or can't you? Right? Just as much as you put effort in, people can tell whether someone is putting effort into them or not. So, like this. Let's say, the customer's child is taking the college entrance exam next year. Then, just change it up a little and try saying it like this. Dear customer, your child is taking the college entrance exam next year, right? I hope they prepare well and get into the university they want. How does that sound? Even with just this small change, the person will think, oh, this person is actually interested in me. It's the same during the holidays. For customers whose hometown is Gangwon-do, you could say, since your hometown is Gangwon-do, the trip back and forth must be a bit tough. Travel safely and Happy New Year. How does it feel to send a message like this? Just by changing a few words, the feeling is completely different. Isn't it? Right? This kind of follow-up isn't difficult. You just need to put in a little bit of sincerity. So, if you jot down where this customer lives, what makes them unique, or what their family does, sending messages like this isn't hard at all. Right? How can you succeed? The answer is, don't forget that it's all about follow-up management. Consistent attention to your customers and warm, sincere follow-up will make your business even healthier. Please never forget that this is what will guide you on the path to success. This has been Atomy Curator Sun Si-jong. Thank you.